Hello everybody and welcome back to Vintage Survival. So to begin with today, we're going to have a look at our silage pit. I don't expect it's fully fermented yet, but we'll have a look anyway. Oh, not far off, it will be in this episode. 88%. So we can get this sold. I think I calculated in the previous episode it would be like £3,500 to £4,000, which doesn't sound like much, but it's a start. We've got to start somewhere. And I would love to expand the grass field down to here a bit, get rid of some of this gravel. I think really, because we don't need such a massive yard. This is a big area. So I think maybe up to the drill. And then we'd have like a track that goes up here so we can access the sheep's areas. By areas, I of course mean their feed trough, which is in there, and their wool spawn point and all that sort of stuff. There's quite a bit of space back here, so if we just keep this area as it is and then just basically put grass into here, it's a small area really, but it will make all the difference. So I think, as we have nothing else to do at the moment, I will do that now. We should still have the cultivator in here. There it is. I can't remember if I had the mod installed, which allows the cultivator to work as a plough. I think I do have it installed, but let's just have a look. Yes, allow create fields. Fantastic. So, yes, it's already a big yard. I'm always having to move that drill because it's always in the way. There we go. So the drill has moved. Let's put the cultivator down here. Start cultivating. I'll try not to get the neighbouring crop. And yeah, if I can just put the marking out first, that would make it so much easier. So obviously up to the grass field, and all the way up to the arable wheat crop. Is it a wheat crop? I think so. Well, the cereal crop. And then yeah, probably across from here. I don't want to make it too tight though. That would not be good. So probably up to about there. And then across. Try and keep it fairly straight, but it's not super important. I can always repair it with the landscaping tool. Yeah, and then up to there. So that is going to be a nice little expansion. Struggling for traction. It's gravel, so really we shouldn't have any problems. And now we're flying, so it's just setting off, which is difficult. Maybe if I'm already moving when I lower it, that should make all the difference. But yeah, you get the idea. It's a nice, fast job. It's a small, but still an important expansion to the grass field. And then we can probably drill this in a matter of seconds with that big drill that we have. Some fresh grass in, and yeah, it should be ready to cut at the same time as the rest of it, so a few episodes from now. We could go even further down into the yard, but I don't want to regret anything, so I think small expansions, then it gives me time to think in between, plan things out properly, makes all the difference. Right. Can we get it in one go? Probably not, but almost. So there we have it, our little grass expansion, and it will look more natural when it's actually growing. When it's green it will look much better. Pop the cultivator back, and now we'll attach to the drill. There's still a bit of a mound here, which at some point should be levelled off. Thing is, it costs me money. And we don't have much money on this series. Oh, I've just noticed something that's really weird. In the shadow, you can't see us. It's just the seat. Oh, spooky. Oh, I can see us now. Oh, there we are. Wait, are we there? No, I think it must remove the player when you're in first person. The shadow does appear when you're in third person. Interesting. Right, so we have 12 litres left. So it's going to do like 3 metres. But I will empty it, we might as well. Although, actually, at the same time, it would be good to get some fertiliser put in. Okay, right. We're going to have to go to the store because we have run out. If we get... Oh, we don't have much money though. 1 bag of fertiliser maybe? And 1 bag of seed. It's going to consume a lot of our money. But I suppose these things have to be done. Well, we'll be selling the silage later, so that'll bring a few £1,000s back in again. I would prefer to bring the bags to here. Yeah, we're going to need the 1630 to scoop up all the silage, so we might as well rent it now, and we can also use it to transport the bags. £612 to rent this, but it comes with the bucket, it comes with the pallet fork and the front loader. And we're going to need it to sell the silage, so we don't really have a choice. I would love to buy a tractor with a front loader. Not this one though, it's a nice tractor, but when we buy our next tractor it has to be more powerful, and I would love to go with four-wheel drive. We certainly need more power. I don't think we can take the bucket at the same time, so we'll have to return to get that. But there's no rush because it's not even ready. I'm actually really impressed by this tractor. How can it pick up both of these bags without a rear weight and still feel pretty heavy on the back? It's not trying to lift up. No, it's really quite stable. It's amazing. It saves taking the big drill down the road. As for the contents of both of these bags, I think I will empty them both. We might not even be able to lift it over, so we might have to just press the button. Yeah, okay. Oh. Now we're going to have to press the button. Press R. So that's the seed bag. And now for the fertiliser. Right, we're totally full. 830 litres of each. And these can now go into the shed to keep dry until we need the rest of it. Getting a bit congested. We need a bigger shed. There we go. Park that there. This tractor is perfectly capable of drilling a small area, so we don't need to swap tractors. But it'll be fertilised, so we don't have to do that application, that next application. At least it will have one application. We may have to spray it. Let's just take a look. Quickly zoom in. Hopefully it's a big enough area. Where's grass? Right, so it's definitely working. It's growing. And yes, it's application number 1, so it will need to be sprayed. But that's actually alright, because I think the other half of the grass field also needs to be sprayed. There we go. Lift up and spin round. It's going to look good. And because it is grass, it doesn't really matter too much if we do accidentally drive on it when working on the sheep. It will spring back. Right, yeah, it's taken that other texture, so it's going to look kind of weird, but once it germinates, it will be fine. I see we're getting quite a full pallet of wool. It's almost a full pallet. If the price is really good, we'll sell it, but yes, it'd be nice to wait for it to be completed. And there we go. Field finished. So it's only used 5% of the fertiliser that is in the drill, and 3% of the seed, so really quite insignificant. It's going to be a while before we have to buy any more fertiliser and seed, which is very good. So yeah, if only we could get that to at least germinate today, because it would look so much nicer. The price for wool is 1,311, and we can get up to 2,150 in May. It is currently October, so yes, it's probably worth waiting. The price is now going up. Just typical that it is currently at its worst. But it just seems to be the way I time everything. It's so weird. So yeah, it's definitely worth waiting. It's nowhere near the best time. But we are now going to have to wait for this to be ready. So it's 92. Let's just increase the rate of time. And there we go. Bunker silo is done fermenting. So we're going to have to go and get the bucket. It's all opened up. We do have 10,825 litres in here. And the price for silage is also not amazing, but it's not terrible. It's like here somewhere. 308. At least we're in the 300s. We would sort of be looking for a really good number of 350. So that goes to South Valley Biomass Energy. We don't have a BGA. It's over here. So we'll just put it into this trailer here. Best thing to do is to drop off the seed drill once again, attach this tractor to the blue trailer, and then yeah, we'll do the scooping with the 1630. So I get this all prepared, and I'll see you back here with the bucket attached. And here we are. So yeah, I've just corrected the issue that I created with the money. Instead of paying for the tractor, the rental, the £612, I was actually paid for it. So yeah, the money has now been removed, and it's all above board. Okay, let's start filling this trailer. I always forget the capacity of trailers. Like I said, it's just over 10,000 litres this, so I think it would fit. I think it all fits into here, but can't guarantee it. At least the bucket's quite large, so we are scooping quite a lot at a time. Had this been Silver Run, I would be saying this bucket is tiny. Yes, it's a big one for us on this series, with the small amount of material that we're moving. We even know how many bucket loads we have to do. We're going to have to do 11 scoops. It won't be 11 full ones. Not a bad tractor. I'm very impressed with how stable it is. Right. So that was 4 bucket loads, 40%. It looks like it probably does have a capacity of 10,000, so it's not all going to fit. And there we have it, a full trailer, and we've still got some in the bucket. I think the pit is empty. Yep, it looks to be empty. I say that, obviously visually it's empty, but sometimes it does still register something. So that's great. Obviously the sensible thing to do here is to detach the trailer from this tractor and take the whole lot with the other tractor, because then we can take the bucket load. Meaning we can take everything. $795 in the bucket. Right, so we'll head off to the place where I said. There is quite a steep hill, so hopefully this tractor can actually pull this up there. It will be, this is a heavy trailer, so it will be quite a challenge. I wouldn't be surprised if we get stuck. Here it is. It doesn't look very steep, but as soon as you've got a load of weight in, it makes all the difference. I'll just keep it on cruise control 18 and we'll see how it performs. I'm impressed. It's doing really well. And it's still in gear 8. Wow. Very impressive. I was expecting to get a gigantic queue behind us. Currently just a queue of 1. It's not really a queue. So I need to find the correct trigger. We'll empty the bucket first. Here it is. So for the bucket load, £244, and now for the big load. As I said, we have calculated it last time. I think it was about 3,800-ish in total. Yeah, well, yeah, 3,000 plus the other one, so yeah, it's pretty good. Next time, there will be more. Let's get this back down to the farm. So I don't know if we could maybe keep this on like a long-term lease. It's going to be really handy to have a front-loaded tractor. I can see what the daily fee is. I'm quite happy to pay it. It's really, really small amount, I think. Let's just see. £120. I reckon we can afford that. But the sooner we can get our own tractor, the better. Well, it's good to have over £5,000 in the bank again. I reckon our fields need to be fertilised. That one there. So, we will fertilise it. I do have an IBC of liquid fertiliser. We might already have some in the sprayer. Pop this here for now. Turn the beacon off. Okay. So we'll see what we've got in the sprayer. $5 litres. Wow, that's going to go a long way. But then I do say, it all helps. Every bit helps, and those 5 litres will cover a couple of metres. But it's not enough. Let's fill it up. Nice to see that that didn't consume the entire IBC. I think what we'll do is we'll spray this field, and then I'll rest. We'll get this to germinate, and then I'll do all the grass as well. It is quite tricky to see where I've been though. This is the thing. This is the big problem. If I go from a top-down view, it's a bit easier, but then it doesn't look as good doing that. The first pass is easy. It's just the headland. But after that, it gets more challenging. Oh, also, yesterday, in the competitive multiplayer episode, I noticed whilst editing I had the screen tearing issue. I don't have the screen tearing as I'm recording, but it records screen tearing, and I couldn't figure out what the problem was before. This was back in November, so I just reinstalled NVIDIA GeForce Experience, and it sorted the problem. But then yeah, it was screen tearing again yesterday, so I've done the same thing, I've reinstalled it, so hopefully it isn't screen tearing now. Well, I think I pretty much have it all. Don't want to waste anything by just going back for little bits. There is a chunk down here which we'll get. Just there, it's a very small amount. Can we see it? Can't even really see it. Okay. Well, that's good enough. So we have 71% left in the sprayer. Let's leave that there. I should probably turn the engine off if we're going to be resting. By the morning... Oh no, forget that. It's already ready. We have our first full pallet. We're on to the next one. So we should have quite a lot to sell when the price is right. As for the chickens... Yep, they're onto their new pallet because we sold some recently. And yes, we should see a nice green cover on this field. There we go, looking so much better. That looks to be ready to cut. Oh, I was hoping it wouldn't be, because it might not let me fertilise it. I didn't think it would grow quite so fast. But that gives you a really good idea of the field expansion. Looking nice. Well, we can certainly put an application on here. As for this piece, let's have a look. No. Okay, so, oh, that's so annoying. It did not look like it was going to grow enough to be fully grown. How annoying. Well, I know for next time. Also, I'm not forgetting, we need to remove £120 for the 1630. We just can't remove that again in the next episode. If only I'd known. Anyway. Get that piece done. We'll check upon the sheep to make sure they have enough food. That's it. Okay. Yes, they do have food, they do have water. It's probably worth just emptying the rest of this Bowser into the trough. So I'll put the sprayer away. I'm getting pretty desperate though to buy a new field. I'm really hoping we can buy one soon. We're not making money very fast. I do have the difficulty on normal. Maybe I shouldn't have increased it. Maybe I should put it back to easy. Because easy is still not super easy. Okay, empty that. There we go. It's given them a nice top up. Have a look on here. Yeah, so it's all looking really good. Fantastic. And the chickens are doing alright for grain. Probably in another episode they will have to have some more given to them. But yeah, we're just waiting for the sheep to produce more wool and the chickens to produce more eggs, which they're doing nicely. And we're waiting also for the crop here, the wheat, to be ready, which might be ready next time. We will see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.